So officially, welcome to the Texas Alliance of Groundwater Districts' 8th Annual Texas Groundwater Summit. The Texas Alliance of Groundwater District is a nonprofit organization that was established over 30 years ago. Our membership includes 86 groundwater conservation districts and 43 associate members, each of whom contribute to make our organization and this event a success. We're delighted to welcome those of you who've been coming to the summit year after year, as well as those of you who are here for the first time. I am one of those newcomers. This is my very first summit as the Executive Director of the Texas Alliance of Groundwater Districts, and I'm personally very excited to be here today. Before we get started, I do want to express my thanks to everyone who helped make this event come together. Our conference planning committee, our great speakers and presenters, our sponsors, and our exhibitors. I encourage you to visit our great exhibitors in the hallway. We really couldn't have done this without you. I also want to take a minute to welcome our attendees that are participating via live stream but couldn't be with us here today. I'd like to thank the sponsors who have made the live stream option possible: the Barton Springs Edwards Aquifer Conservation District, Kelly Hall and Hartman, the Post Oak Savannah GCD, and Lloyd Gosling, attorneys at law. Over the next 3 days, we're going to explore a number of timely policy and technical issues in Texas groundwater. We're excited about the speakers who've joined us to share their knowledge, experience, and their insights. The importance of these conversations isn't diminishing. With increasing demands on our water supply, the challenges of responsibly managing and allocating groundwater, those challenges aren't going away. And in addressing those challenges, not only do we need science and data, but we need to remember the importance of the human element, because ultimately, it's creativity, cooperation, and collaboration that's really needed, and that relies on us. The stronger our relationships, the more likely we can find solutions. As you'll see in reviewing the agenda, most of our general sessions are in the form of panel discussions. That's intended to invite dialogue not only among our panelists, but also with you, the audience members. And we hope that that's going to foster some really rewarding exchanges in the next couple of days. Today, our first panel is going to look at the important but not always obvious role that county commissioners and judges play in groundwater management. We're then going to shift our conversation to groundwater data needs, followed by a panel on the status of groundwater markets and valuation. And we're excited to close the day with a keynote from Director Kathleen Jackson of the Texas Water Development Board. Before I invite the first panel up to the stage, though, I have a few logistics I just want to mention. Hopefully everyone has a conference program. Thank you to the Clearwater Underground Conservation District for sponsoring this year's program. In addition to our program, we have a conference app for the first time. You will find in your conference program instructions on how to download that app and get yourself set up, and they're also up here on the screen right now. Thank you to the North Plains Groundwater Conservation District for sponsoring this year's app. Once you get set up on the app, you can access the agenda, speaker bios, a map for the facility. It also has information on our sponsors and our exhibitors. You can even play a game of sort of exhibitor bingo through the app, and we have prizes if you participate. So we highly encourage you to do that. Winners get Amazon gift cards. Another feature of that app is it has the ability to have you submit questions to our panels and speakers. So you can do that via the conference app. We also have our Twitter feed, which we've used in the past. That is hashtag TXGroundwater2019. So we can take questions from the audience using those two apps, or if you like the old-fashioned way, we have 2 microphones in the 2 aisles that you can use as well. Tonight, we have a networking reception immediately following the close of this day's schedule, and that's sponsored by Daniel B. Stevens. Thank you to you for sponsoring that event. And then tomorrow, back by popular demand, we have a desserts and drinks event from 8 to 10. We'll remind you of that again tomorrow, but I just want to focus on that this is supposed to be a fun and relaxed event intended to strengthen our relationships between each other, and we invite you to bring your families.